Welcome to another Azure Guide video, where hands-on learning is priority one. I am an Azure administrator, an Azure security engineer, as well as an Azure solutions architect. Challenge question number 2. This challenge question contains 10 tasks. The core topic covered is configuration from the CKAD exam. On the CKAD exam, configuration is worth 18%. The main difference between the challenge questions and the sample test questions are the challenge questions are longer in nature and focus on one core concept of the CKAD exam. Good luck. Alright, task number 1. We're going to create a directory to name config. Create 2 files in this directory. First one called db.txt and contain the key value pair of password equals speed. And a second file named ext-service.txt with a key value pair of API key equals a bunch of letters and numbers. Alright, so first make a directory. I might already have it there. I do, so we'll say that step is complete. I'm going to go into that directory and create a file. First one is, what are we calling it? Create 2 files directory, password equals speed. And we're going to call it db.txt. Then the other one is going to be API underscore key is equal to, looks like ABC 1 2 3 4 PL. And that's going to be called ext-service.txt. Alright, and there we go, we got our 2 files. Excellent. Alright. Okay, well, that looks like end of task 1. Good job. Alright, test 2 of challenge question 2. Create a secret named ext-service-secret that uses the directory as data source and inspect the YAML representation of the object. Alright, so kubectl create secret generic, and let's just do a little help here. And we're going to do this one here from file. So clear back up. From file equals config. Oh, forgot to give it a name. And we're calling it ext-service-secret from file config. Oh, little typo there. Generic ext-service-secret equals file from config. There we go. Excellent. And the second part of the question, inspect the YAML. So kubectl get secrets, and in this case that one dash o I think that'll do it. And there you go. End of task 2. All right, task number 3. We're going to create a pod named consume with the image of nginx and mount the volume with the mount path var app. And then open an interactive shell and inspect the values of the secret. All right, so create our pod first. It's called consume image equals nginx. And do a dry run equals clients. Whoops. And I'll call it Q2 YAML. That should do it. Ah, forgot to run. There we go. Let's go take a look at it. All right, now we got to add our volume and the secret volume. So if not sure, your friend here is Kubernetes documentation. So I'm going to type in secrets. And scroll down looking for an example with mounting a volume, a secret volume. Should be, I know there's one here, I've used it, and there we go. So let's go ahead and do volumes. We can actually just take this one here, copy paste. And we'll call it secret vol. And our secret name here is, what do we call it? ext-service-secret. And then here we'll have to mount the volume. We're going to get the code for that. And the name is secret vol, and again it's var app. Go ahead and do a save, close. Let's create the pod. Check to make sure it came up okay. And looking good. So now we'll exec into it. What do we want to do? Environment. I'll check the secret. Open our shell, inspect the values of the secret. Alright, so we'll do a cd var cd app list, and I'll do an ls-l. Whoops. There they are, so we'll do a cat db.txt and a cat of ext.txt, and then there you are. All right, the next task, we're going to do config maps from secret. So let's create our config map. And it is ext-service-configmap. And we'll do grep-c to 15 and examples. Oh, there we go. Hold on. All right, and we're going to do the from literal. So from literal equals API endpoint equals HTTPS myapp/API username equals trixe. And supposed to do this declaratively, so try-run equals clients. All right, everything looks pretty good there. So now we'll do a clear and kubectl create /f configmap.yaml. Well, let's delete it. There we go. And HTML get config map. And there it is. 7 seconds old. Excellent. On to the next task. Okay, the next task. Inject the config map values into the existing pod. It's environment of variables. Well, that's going to be the pod we created earlier. Consume, and I did that with Q2 YAML. So I'm going to bring that up in my code editor. And it's time. Okay, so under containers and value amounts, right there, do an env, and then name, and here we want API endpoint, and notice we're putting it in all caps. That's the normal syntax for variables. or environmental variables. From config map key ref, big R, name ext-service-configmap, and the key was the API endpoints. All right, got one more. This one was username. Value from config map key ref, name ext-service-configmap, and the key was username. Now, this is a pretty if you're haven't done this millions and millions of times, you need to go look this up in documentation. And I found here's a good example right here. Environment value from, name key, and all I did was search on either config maps, or we can do config pods. And config pods is a great one for a lot of things you're going to be asked for the exam. I like this page right here. And config a pod using config map. And just scroll down. And you're going to find where I just was. Yep, there you go. There's one there. There's another one here. Another one. And another one. So then here's the one to add to a volume. All right, another task done. Excellent. All right, we're going to open up a interactive shell and inspect the values of the config map. But before we do that, we need to delete the existing pod and recreate it. So kubectl delete pod consume. And then we'll say create -fq2 YAML. Oh, no errors. That's excellent. Or syntax issues with our YAML. Let's see if the pod started. Looking good. All right, now we could exec into it to check the values of the config map. Exec consume -it. Should just be able to do it like that, I believe. And here we have our username is trixe, and here's our API endpoint. Looking good. All right, I like that task. That was a nice and easy one. But I have a feeling the next task won't be so easy. Let's check it out. Okay, next task, define a security context on the container level of a new pod named security context-demo that uses the image alpine. Security context adds the Linux capability cap systime to the container. All right. Well, you were sort of like me, and the first time I saw this question, I So what? Security context. I knew kind of what that was about with the files and users, but I'm not I have a strong Linux background, so I just went into the documentation, typed in security context, pretending I was on the exam, so I have access to. Click there, and look at Linux capabilities. Oop, can't go there though, because that takes you somewhere else. But you could go there and read about it if you want to. But set capabilities for a container. And if you cruise on down, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? All right, so we're at the container level. So we're just going to add security context, capabilities, and then add this. So let's create our new pod. TL run. We want to call it security / context demo. Uses the image of alpine, and we'll take it out to a YAML file here. And question 2a.yaml. Code q2a.yaml. Alright, so what are containers? Going back to here, I'm just going to take this. And get rid of, there it is. Save it. Close it. And I guess we'll start it on up. kubectl create /fq2a YAML. Excellent. All right, next task is define a resource quota for the namespace project-corvette. The rules should constrain the count of secret objects within the namespace to 1. So let's first create our namespace. All right, excellent. And now let's create our quota. So let's do a little help. And we're going to do we'll call it secret Q. And that looks like we're just going to do hard equals secrets equals 1. Pretty simple. All right, let's check that out. kubectl get resource quotas. Excuse me. What do we call it? I forgot what we called it already. You see, we got name request secrets 5.1. All right. Oh, did we make it 5? Oh, parse secrets equal 1. All right. We do a kubectl get secrets. Oh, I forgot to make it the namespace. That's the problem. Alright, so
kubectl create quota secret q hard secret. We're going to delete this. Recreate it. Namespace. Project-corvette. Alright, good. We'll do a kubectl get secrets. Get resource quotas. Corvette. And there we go. Alright, there's our secret. So now we want to create as many secrets object with a namespace until the max number enforced. So we'll do a kubectl create secret generic. Okay, I need to get a little help. And we'll do this one here. Let's do a clear screen. That's where we were. I'm going to do a paste here. Let's change this to... There we go. Create secret generic. I don't need a name. Secret 2. Forbidden. Well, why? Why is it forbidden? You're supposed to be allowed to have 1. I put a 2 there. That's because get secrets namespace project corvette. We already have 1. The default. So, alright, good task. We learned, well, perhaps we learned something new, that there's a default secret as well. Alright, last task of this challenge question. Create a new service account named monitoring and assign it to a new pod with an image of your choice or choosing. Open an interactive session and locate the authentication token of the assigned service account. Alright. So kubectl create service account. I'm going to call it monitoring monitoring. Alright. Create a new pod. And I'll go image equal to nginx. Service accounts. I'm going to try without an equal sign. monitrig. Any reason to do a YAML file on this? Can't think of one. Alright, so kubectl exec new pod it and slash get pods. Ah, 2 P's in there. All right, so now, all right, we want to do a CD bar, and let's do a list, CD run, let's do a list, and then CD secrets, let's do a list, CD kubernetes.io, let's do a clear, a list, service ACCOUNT, and let's do a cat token. And then there is our goal of the task there. So I think it's a good challenge question. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're also able to perform the tasks, and see you in the next one.